I was 14 and going on 15 soon, but 14 at the time when I was running track. And I was in cheerleading and a bunch of things, and I couldn't finish races. I was really tired. I'd missed some periods, and I knew that I was pregnant. And so I needed to own up and take responsibility for that. I had already decided, before even going to my mom or to my parents, that this was a consequence of my choice of having sex before I was married. And that was my consequence, not anybody else's. When I told her, I just said, well, I'm pregnant, I think I'm going to have a baby, and she just silenced for a second and started crying, and then she gave me a hug, and she said everything's going to be okay, we're going to get through this. I decided to let my baby live. I decided to parent my baby, and I decided to be a mom. Legitimately, factually, tangibly, I'm a mom, and I always will be, and I have a 10-year-old to show that. What brought me to that conclusion was the fact that it was my choice, and I couldn't hold anyone else responsible for that. I needed to live with the consequence. I needed to experience the consequence. Facing my consequence of my action of having sex before I was married was to turn it into something positive and to do the right thing for me, the healthy thing for me. It's not easy. It is hard. And I'm not saying that I didn't think about not having integrity or not having, I did. But when it came down to it in the end, it was right there in front of me what I knew I needed to do. Now I have a healthy family. I have a together family. I have a family who loves and respects each other, who protects each other, who makes plans for the future together, who sets goals for the future together. And I would have not had that if I would have made any different choices. People who I know have had abortions, they kind of made that choice to have the abortion so that they could have that healthy family, that healthy life, and go to school and do this and be active and not miss out on anything. Well, I'm here and I'm telling you, I didn't miss out on anything, you know, and I did it with Kyler and Sean right beside me. Now I'm 26 and I'm still happy, and I'm looking forward to even a better life. And Sean and I are looking forward to planning more kids. So there is hope, and there's future, and there's happiness. For the woman who maybe didn't make that choice herself, for the woman who it was brought to her, maybe somebody raped her or she's an incest victim, that is a consequence that she has to live with that she might not have chose. Why? And when I think about cases like that, I still think about my case where that's not going to get you through the process. That's not going to, if you abort that baby, even if it's a case of rape or incest, it's still going to react to the woman in the same way. And she's going to not see the justice that she wants to see. She's going to not let it, she's going to hide it. If she aborts that baby, she hides the whole thing. The rapist or the person who violated her sexually is going to go back to hiding too, because she's hiding it. And you don't get justice. And you don't get relief. And there's nothing good that comes out of it. So I think even in a tragic situation like that, can still be turned around to good. The baby has nothing to do with it. And so why kill the baby?